What is up, guys? Eric here from Real Film Reviews, bringing you another movie review, this time for the new Pixar film, Coco. Coco is directed by Lee Unkrich, stars Anthony Gonzalez, Gail Barnell, and Benjamin Bratt. Coco follows the story of a young boy who has been raised in a family that has sworn off music in every sense, while he has this deep passion for music and has this love for this amazing musician that is basically considered a god in Mexico. So on the Day of the Dead, when he's supposed to be celebrating with his family, he instead decides to go to a talent show and try to steal the guitar of this legendary performer so he can perform, but in doing this, he's transported into the world of the dead. Once there, he has to try to figure out a way to get back to the world of the living before sunrise, otherwise he will permanently be there. The hardest thing to get past with this film is the absolutely gorgeous animation. I've seen almost every Pixar movie. There are a few that I haven't seen that I've been meaning to catch up on. But this movie is absolutely gorgeous. Like, all of the sequences are so beautiful, and all of the lights and the vibrant colors, they all are so fitting for this film, and it really is just a visual masterpiece in that sense. All of the characters in the story are a ton of fun. They all have great voice performances by the entire cast, and then along with that, the music that's made for the film that's performed by these artists is also a ton of fun, and it's very memorable, and I think that as time will go on, this movie will definitely be remembered for some of that, since the whole film is just so musical as a whole. The film also, as it has been being praised by everywhere, has a great sense of showing a new culture to everyone. Pixar has a great way of doing this, and in this film they really show off Mexican culture and sort of Latin culture as a whole, and I absolutely adored that. And I thought that they did it so well, and even though I'm not from that culture, I felt so attached to everything going on in this movie. I almost cried a couple times. This movie is extremely emotional, and it hooks you in regardless of if you have that deep connection or if you're just sort of learning about these things now. The plot of the film is great. It's just a very fun story. However, and this is a very big thing for me when I see children's films, it also has great morals and a great learning aspect for kids. If your kids need to understand death and the way that that sort of happens in its course of life, I found this extremely helpful. It's so interesting in the way that it handles it, because it really truly shows that sort of them looking after you even after they've passed on. And I loved that about this film, because that moral of how important family is, but also that family will never forget you, family is always there for you, is so amazing, and it's such a beautiful sentiment. And the heartwarming aspects of this film are what made me adore it so much. My only issue with this film is a rather minor one, and it's really just that the lead character of Miguel is a little bit of a whiner at times. There's a couple moments in the script where he kind of is overly dramatic for purely plot reasons. It doesn't really seem fitting with what's going on the screen, but he sort of just is still all angry and upset, and it just it does push the plot forward, but as the character and the script that we've seen up till that point, it kind of seems out of the ordinary. I'm gonna give Coco an A. I highly recommend Coco to anyone of any age. It is an extremely heartwarming and emotional film that honestly has morals for everyone to always remember, and it really reminds you of how important family is. And I think the fact that it got released around this time makes it even better, because this is a film that you can see with your family, and you can really, you know, remember and respect those that you've lost, but also cherish those that you still have. Well, guys, as always, I'm Eric. If you enjoyed this review, please do like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought of Coco, share everything we do here on Real Film Reviews, and hope to see you guys later.